Welcome back. It is now time to ice our cookies. Couldn't be simpler, especially with these little ones. We're just going to dip them right into the frosting and shake off the excess. And then go ahead and place it down on our cookie tray. I like to have a drying rack on top so that if any does run over the sides, it'll drip down through the baking rack. So if you're noticing that you have air bubbles or certain parts that are thicker, you can try smoothing it with the spatula, or you may want to get a toothpick to pop the air bubbles, and also just gently tapping them helps. Just tap, 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 tap until they're smooth. I didn't get a corner right there, so I want to add a little more frosting. So our tree consists of 40 star cookies. All right, and I'm not going to make you watch me coat all of those, at least not at regular speed. So you will notice that the video is going to speed up at certain portions. All right, are you guys ready? Warp speed, Mr. Sulu. All right, I want to add a little decoration of these. So this is just green sanding sugar, and I'm just gonna sprinkle that on here. Now, to be honest, when you get to the bigger cookies, it's really only important to get like the outer edges of the cookie because you're not going to see the center anyway. You have to make sure that you add your sprinkles while the frosting is still wet. So as long as it's shiny, the sprinkles will still stick. But once it starts to get a matte finish, they just are going to bounce all over the place. Sprinkle, 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 sprinkle. Okay, now I'm moving on to the bigger ones because clearly these don't fit in the bowl. So we need a different method for doing them. We won't be able to dip them. So I'm just going to use my spatula and daub a bit on the center here and spread it around to the edges. You don't want too thin of a coat, so just go ahead and add more frosting as it's needed. I'm going to give it a jiggle and a shake. And I want to get this all the way to the edges. I don't want it to spill over either. I'm going to scrape the excess off back into the bowl. And then I find it helps get those points really well if I just kind of swoop it off the end like this. Oops, I swooped too much off the end. All right, and then the excess around the sides, I can just wipe off with my finger. One of the reasons I wear gloves is because I get messy doing this. There we go. That's looking really good. Just set that down there. I'm just laying out to see what cookies are going to fit on my rack. So this is actually one of the racks from my dehydrator, because that's one of the ways I speed up the process here is that once these are done, I'll put them all into my dehydrator on the lowest possible heat setting, and I let them sit in there for 4 to 6 hours. So here we go. If you don't have a dehydrator, you need to let these cookies sit out uncovered for 24 hours. That's how long it's going to take that royal icing to truly set well. So, by the way, the cookie cutter set that I used to make these, it's just by Wilton, and I saw it just recently at Walmart for sale for like $4. So, you know, not a big investment there, right? You can find it several other places too, but that just Walmart was the best price that I saw. I'm just being careful to clean up my edges. I like clean edges. And we get our sprinkles. Like I said, on the larger ones, you can just kind of concentrate on getting the points of your stars sprinkled. Um, the very center won't be seen anyway. In total, this project is going to take me about 3 jars of green sanding sugar. Alrighty, so it's just kind of more of the same. Spreading it on, getting out to my corners. I remember trying to make this tree when I was younger, maybe 13, 14 or whatever. And I had my cookies out and they were drying, and Grandma and Grandpa were visiting. And Grandpa came and ate one of the cookies that went for my tree. I was so aggravated. In the long run, it really didn't matter. Missing one cookie did not affect my tree, but you know, it was just kind of annoying. All right, we're gonna hit warp speed again here for a little bit, okay? So tighten your seatbelts. I like to use the sanding sugar to give it a little extra sparkle and shine. So you guys, like I said, there's 40 cookies in this tree, and I'm not going to make you watch me do all of them. So I think you have the idea now, so I'm just going to end the video here. And tomorrow we are going to build the tree. So I will see you then.